Now, in the spirit of giving, Jude did mention a few things about William that she wanted to clear up.
You're in the bathroom, I'll be back in a minute.
First of all, a lot of people, William is also a twin, as Bart is a twin. You were not seeing double. Those of you who've had a few bit to drink, you may be seeing double, but William is also a twin. And what's really interesting is that they say a lot of people, tend to marry their, I'm not going to go into that too much. We're going to get off the twin thing now. The whole twin thing. But actually, William has held a grudge for many years. He believed that his mother once tried to run him over with her vehicle. Okay.
You were sitting the whole way to school. You did that on purpose.
And he also insists that she once hit him so hard with a wooden spoon that it actually broke on him. And I'm pleased to say that Jude still has the wooden spoon. So we know at least one of those things didn't
not
happen.
on him. No, it was the bunk bed. And not the one that she broke her nose on. She beats us. Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing. And just to put William out of his misery, Jude tells me her actual true fondest memory of William was on the day of his birth when she reached down and felt his head and was concerned that maybe his skull had been split in two, but it turned out she was just grabbing his ass. So it was okay.
He was breech.
Came out with a better looking out first.
Now, before we bring up Bart's best brother, I'd just like everybody just to raise their glass, just one for a toast, just to absent friends. These people obviously aren't with us anymore, or were just too cheap to come. So we'd just like to say to absent friends and family. And now all the way from Wellywood, I'd like to introduce Boudewyn Couprie.
B2.
Yep, B1 and B2. Yep.
I'm ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, friends, family and loved ones all, allow me to introduce myself. As this has been a less than traditional ceremony, I'm not the best man, I am the best brother. Now this has worked out well for me as there's far less competition for the role. Well, we're here to celebrate the joining of these two wonderful people, but I'm here primarily to talk about poetry. We all know Bart to be witty, charming, thoughtful, intelligent and hard-working. His sense of humour is well known and he is generous beyond measure. He is a loving person, open, honest and honourable. He is a strong and faithful friend to many others and a loving parent to his wonderful children. He is a man trusted by his superiors, lauded by his peers and respected by those he has come to lead. But without a doubt, his most valued quality is... Sorry mate, I can't read your writing here. I first met Bart in 1967. This is a difficult adjustment for me as I've been an only child until that point. It soon transpired that he was less of a rival for our parents' affections and actually more of somebody I could blame shit on. Our youth was spent in various activities such as being sent away to Cub Scouts, being sent away to Sea Cadets, being sent away to the Nine-Eye roller rink and tonsil hockey arena. in fact being sent away quite frequently, and Bart cottoned on fairly quickly as what was required of us, and in 1986 boarded the train to Auckland to join the New Zealand Navy. I, being the slow learner of the two, stayed at home for another year, and after seeing what fun Bart was having, followed him a year later. Now, it's fair to say that while we have a lot in common, our lives have taken different paths since we've turned 18. In that time, I've parted ways with the Navy, I've gone back to school, I've worked in bars and hotels, I've done volunteer work in Africa, I've helped run the corporate lounges in Westpac Stadium, managed a university hostel kitchen, worked in retail stores, selling appliances, bicycles, back to appliances again. He's been a sailor that whole time. 30 years so far, and by God, it's taken its toll, hasn't it? I mean, look at him. That's not dandruff, it's salt. When you consider what he's gone through in that time, you have to wonder at his tenacity, or stupidity, too often. There are many anecdotes from those early days, and it's a credit to his foresight that these occurred before the age of digital camera and social media. His misdemeanours remain secret. Yes, the chickens are coming home to roost, but to be fair, he didn't do a lot that was actually wrong, but he certainly seemed to be in the vicinity when wrong was being done.
So I was with you most of the bloody time.
His early partner in crime, one Ross Churchhouse, was a bit of a party animal and was known to set the dance floor alight at Candy
I heard about
This had the effect of attracting far more female company than one young man could handle by himself. Fortunately, Bart was ever on hand held one.
Oh, Jesus, this is going to go bad.
And prostate exams looking pretty
Oh,
Look, Ross, for those who don't know, was a non-drinker, and that was a rare breed in the services back in those days, even now. And Bart was in no way kept on the straight and narrow by his fine example. Then he turned 20 and rum happened. It was all downhill from there, or so I'm told. I turned 20 about the same time, the same place, so memories are a little bit hazy. But when Ross, Bart and I shared a flat in Rosalind Terrace in Devonport, it became the site of some legendary shindigs. Who can forget the poker party?
Excuse me. Sorry.
Conservative estimates put the attendance at somewhere between 100 to 150 people.
It's about
In various
300 metres that way.
in various
Drove past it this
Roman
morning.
dress or undress. To put things in some sort of perspective, this was an event well planned in advance. We were testing the stereo and party lights the week before, and our appreciation of Pump Up the Volume was interrupted by a loud crash as a car parked itself at the base of the tree outside and disgorged a small group of people looking to crash the party. We politely asked them to leave and come back next week when the party actually happened. Our guests came from as far north as Kaitaia and as far south as Dunedin. The police drove by at one point, stopped, took one look at the vista of drunken debauchery, laughed their tits off and carried on. Anyone familiar with the movie Animal House will understand the look we were going for. And to be frank, we nailed it. We lost one couple completely. We didn't find out what happened until we caught up with the bloke on Monday morning back on the ship. And we asked what had happened and where they'd gone, and it turned out that he and his girlfriend were starting to get a bit amorous and went out the back to our garden shed for some privacy. Mystery solved, we carried on walking down the ship. Bart turned to me and said, "We don't have a garden shed." His prowess on the sporting field is legendary. For according to trusted sources, there has never been a case of a man playing senior club rugby for so long with such skinny legs. His ability to breach defence was not achieved through pace, guile or sidestep, but rather by instilling a sense of dread in his opponents that by tackling him his legs would break. He's a bit of a linguist who is able to converse in Dutch, French and occasionally English.
Very occasionally.
This ability has been of some use during one port call in French Polynesia. He was designated the ship's interpreter and had the distinction of using his high school français to arrange for the ship's driver to take the captain's newly acquired girlfriend back to her house for a shower. He has also taken the time to master the phrase, 2 beers please, my friend will pay, in as many languages as possible. During his time in the service, he's undertaken peacekeeping duties in Bougainville and in the Solomon Islands, which was notable for an event that occurred when he was playing in a rugby match against a local expat team, and a local with a machine gun opened fire on the sidelines. Quick as a flash, Bart shouted for everyone to hit the deck, and it was not only afterwards he realised that he had hit the deck not far from the ball, and if he picked up, grabbed the ball and run in, he would have gone in untouched. Fortunately not being shot, trumps 5 points. As you can see, he's a decorated serviceman. He's been awarded 2 New Zealand General Service Medals for his operations in the Solomons and in Bougainville, as well as a Long Service Medal and bar. Which begs the question, if your bravery is already recognised, why are you doing this? Anyway, on the subject of rewarding bravery, Jude, we thank you for piercing the tough outer shell and seeing Bart for who he is, and marrying him in spite of it. As a crusty old sailor, he would engage in language common among servicemen that would strip paint. Yet beneath all of this beats a heart of gold. Once in the Philippines, while on shore patrol, Bart took note that while he was walking, mothers were dragging their children in off the street as this uniformed giant approached. Not knowing what a big old teddy bear is, and fearing the harm it might befall these young children. He said he felt like Godzilla. Personally, I thought Shrek was more accurate. Just remember, Jude, old sailors never die. So I have no idea what that smells. Bart has delved into other fields at times. He's been on TV game shows, making a name for himself on Wheel of Fortune, where he basically furnished his house by shouting at the wheel in a manner that had not been seen by the stoic New Zealand TV viewing public up until that time. He made such an impact that they repeated the episode on Christmas Day. He's taken on the role of Basil in a Fawlty Towers restaurant. He's tried his hand at stand-up comedy, and to be fair, he actually did quite well. But quite frankly, he has no threshold for personal embarrassment. The same cannot be said for those close to him who can quite often get embarrassed on his behalf. Especially where there is a measure of family resemblance. The excuse, that wasn't me, that was my twin brother, doesn't work as well as one would hope. Now, Jude, of course, has a sense of humour that matches Bart's. That in itself speaks volumes. The embarrassment of close family during social functions is a testament to that. One leaves one's Facebook page open at your peril. Either that or Bart has made some unique lifestyle choices. Look, we're all aware of the health issues that Bart is going through, but treatment is going very, very well, and the prognosis is excellent. We are looking for a long and happy future. And in spite of all this, there was absolutely no doubt that this day was going to go ahead. He's Dutch, she's Scottish, and the deposits are non-refundable. But look, in all seriousness, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank, in alphabetical order, Alex, Emily, Jessica, Madison, Richard, Sammy, and William. To have all of you welcome each other and these two into one big, happy, messy conglomeration speaks volumes to your characters, your good and slightly offbeat senses of humour, and is a testament to the parents who have raised you. Look after these two.
I need it.
I'd also like to acknowledge those who aren't with us in person today, but are with us in spirit. Our mum, Cynthia, our father, Cornelius, our dad, Ari, Jude's dad, Des, her Aunt Margaret, her Nana, Emily, and her good friend Sue. There's also some messages that have been sent. Should probably. What's that?
Via telegram?
Snail mail.
Signal.
Text.
Instagram.
To Jude and Bart, good luck for the big day. Hope it's amazing. Have a toast with the family. All the best, Jason the Anarchist. Who's also sent a few lovely bottles of stuff which they keep to themselves.
Verve Clico. I don't drink those.
To Peter and Lois, or from Peter and Lois, congratulations to you both. Wishing you many happy, fun-filled years together. And all the best for a fabulous day, honeymoon, and journey going forward from the team at Sports Injury Clinic.
Yeah, Joe, represent!
I'm hoping Bart doesn't need their services after tonight.
Do you want me to explain? No! We're not enough to understand ourselves, I think.
And just a text that was received. There we go. Hey Jude, it was an honour to have met you at the Invictus Games. Lots of love on your wedding day. Your Prince Harry.
Yes!
So
Sure.
nothing now remains but for me to extend to thank you for your attention, and on behalf of our extended family and circle of friends, welcome Jude and her large circle of family and friends to this huge happy union. May disagreements be few and petty, and friendships grow and blossom between us all. Or as Bart would say, twee beer en alsjeblieft mijn vriend zal betalen.
Ja.
So, thank you, Boudewyn. When I asked Bart if there was any words that he'd like to use to describe Boudewyn, he had only two: spare parts. So, that's that kind of. Look, it truly is. It truly is just, it's love. That's love. That's love. Now. Yeah, you're right.
Perfect working order.
Okay. Now, we'll wrap up after Bart's speech. We're gonna return to Roslyn Terrace, but what a great time. Okay. Interestingly enough, just on a complete side note that's not written down on my speech, that's actually where I met my wife's mother. At one of my parties.
Did you date her first?
No, it's nothing weird.
Did she give you a woody?
No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Little did I know that my future wife's mother was going to be attending one of my parties. She often asked me who that young man was who dived through the window. That would be me. Okay, so now I'd like to bring up. Look, he assures me this is going to be a positive and uplifting speech. It's going to be akin to Martin Luther King's "I Have a Dream" or possibly Melania Trump's Michelle Obama impression. We're not 100% sure. But I'd like to extend this opportunity now for Bart to come up and give his right of rebuttal. Rebuttal seems to be the thing that we want to talk about at the moment. So I'd like to introduce, without further ado, Rear Admiral Bart Jude.